So MindPal just recently came out with this little tool called Mindie. It's actually a new sort of vibe coding feature within MindPal to help you basically vibe code a MindPal workflow. So I'm going to play around with this while I build a whole new workflow from scratch so that I can easily plan and record my YouTube videos for my main channel. So I'm here on my main page of MindPal. This is where you can just start typing in or we'll just start doing stuff for you if you select an agent or a workflow. And since I don't have one selected, we're going to ask it to create one with us for us using Mindie. So I can type out my sentences here, or because I do have Whisper Flow, I can record what I want to drop into this input. This is a workflow for planning and scripting my long-form YouTube content. Some of the steps in my process include starting with the topic itself, refining that topic into a click-worthy title, using keywords to optimize that title for search, creating an outline of the general topics that I want to cover in the video, and then drafting a YouTube video description from the outline, and then scripting the video by formulating the opening hook, the general outline to follow for the script without scripting word for word, and the call to action at the end of the video. So Whisperflow just pasted all of that in here. We're just going to delete the part that it grabbed as I started recording, and we're just going to hit enter. I'm just basically describing with plain language, natural language, the workflow that I want to create here. So we're going to give this a name. I'm going to call this Meredith's YouTube Content Planner and Scripter. We're going to build and edit in the visual editor. We're going to build this in the chat. It says it scraped a website. What? Oh, okay. It scraped MindPal's website. Smart. Very smart. So I found some existing YouTube specialized agents in your workspace. Oh my gosh. This is so smart. I do want to use some of my existing agents. So I have lots of agents in my workspace. I have lots of chatbots in my Video Brand Academy toolkit for my clients and students and members, and I use them myself. I just don't have one like start to finish workflow that is my specific, like Meredith specific workflow in a workflow, right? So like I teach my clients and students, here's the workflow for planning and scripting your videos, but I don't have a AI workflow for it. That's what I'm creating here. So let's see, over here it says I built Meredith's YouTube content planner and scripter. I leveraged the specialized YouTube agents. Oh, that's interesting. It didn't ask me which of my agents to use, but it selected some of them, it looks like. So we have a topic input. We refine the title. Okay, so it selected my YouTube optimization agent. Love it. And your how to write titles for SEO guide. Perfect. Love that. Keyword SEO, outline creation, your YouTube video script outliner will take the title and build a structured content outline. Description, final scripting. Okay, you can see the workflow in the side panel. How does it look? Would you like to add any human review steps or perhaps a final step to send the script to a Google Doc? Wow. All right, so this is basically giving me this sort of draft proposed workflow. So we put in the video topic, great, and then it's going to refine the actual title itself, cool, and then do some keyword optimization. This gets a little tricky with a workflow where it's like step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on, because when you craft a clickable, like click-worthy, intriguing YouTube video title, you might use keywords, you might not use keywords, but even so, they kind of work together, either way. So crafting a title using the keywords is kind of like, there's a little bit more back and forth rather than just like step 1, step 2, step 3. So I know I definitely need some human input nodes. I'm not sure how to put those in here, but let me just tell Mindie what I'm thinking. So I basically just said, I think I need some human input nodes. I want to be able to kind of discuss, chat with the outputs, and We'll see. So it's saying, yeah, we're just gonna build it in the chat. I think when you select build in the chat, that's what it's doing over here on the right, where it's creating like a proposed workflow for you, and you edit it, and then you can say yes, like actually make the workflow, make the agents if they don't exist, make the whole workflow versus you could just have it start making the actual workflow in the workflow builder that we're used to seeing, where you have the nodes and they connect and like that kind of thing. So it says I updated the workflow to be more collaborative. So I can see I've got a little chat node in here. And does the structure feel like a better fit? Yeah, I say, cool, let's do that. So let's hit save workflow. Actually, so let's do a test run. What happens if we do a test run? Oh, okay. So it did end up saving the actual workflow so that we could do a test run. That makes sense. Okay. So I'm planning a video topic right now about how to get recommended and found in AI chatbots like ChatGPT, for example. And the key points I want to cover. So I have a couple of thoughts already kind of off the top of my head and based on a guide that I put together. So I'm going to hit continue. I didn't, it's not outlined, it's not scripted. It's just like here are the things in my mind that I want to get out in this piece of content. Okay, so it just opened a chat. Okay. So this is so cool. I see we're working on how to get recommended and found in AI chatbots like ChatGPT. So this is a little bit wonky because it's just kind of giving it to me in, what is that, like a JSON string or something? Here are some click-worthy title options and keywords based on your initial ideas. This is a little wonky to decipher. This is basically what I just input. Let me know which ones you like, or we should try a different angle. Okay, yeah. But this is basically what I just gave it. So, let's see. Now it's giving me title suggestions. Okay. Get featured by AI chatbots. How to get featured like AI chatbots? Cool. In 2024. Oh, that's cool. That's like 2 years ago, but that's okay. Why AI chatbots pick some people and ignore others. Become unmissable. Okay. I would say I would get let's say how to get found and featured by AI chatbots like Chat GPT, Gemini, and Perplexity. I mean, that's an okay title. It's pretty long, but there's a lot of specificity there by including Chat GPT, Gemini, and Perplexity. So, if I said, let's go with this, then what happens? Great choice. Okay. Alternate versions. Okay. That's nice. So let's hit finish conversation and continue. Yes. Like I can see it's got the context of the whole conversation. So I'm going to trust that it does take the title I'm going with from that conversation. And now it's giving me content expansion. Here's a high retention YouTube outline based on the topic, incorporating the advanced strategies and keywords you provided. Kidoki. So, oh, what is this? This is just like hard to read. Okay, so if I close this and it's giving me a hook, visually fast slides. Okay, retention hook. Most people don't realize chatbot recommendations are engineered. Here's the secret sauce they use. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's not just accidental, they're engineered. Nice. So this is giving me like visual B-roll that I should shoot and like the edits that I should make visually. What I really wanted to give me though is just what do I need to say? Like what's the actual script for this, These are 5 silent signals AI chatbots use. Miss one and you're invisible. Oh, okay, that's a little over the top. But what I find so interesting about this is like it tells me here's the hook from 0 seconds to 45 seconds. This is one sentence. That is not 45 seconds worth of content. This is one sentence that's not 46 through 2 minutes worth of content. So I don't love the way that it's delivering the outline to me here. It's giving me some really great hooks and like a process, a system to sort of follow. I just don't love the way it's delivering the output for me. And it's a little bit hyperbolic, little over the top. In the next episode, I'll reveal one trick most digital marketers still overlook that can 10x your expert status in AI databases. Subscribe so you don't miss it. It's like, okay, this is very like 2015. I like the bonus angles. Did you know facts? Only a tiny percentage of personal brands use schema markup, while major companies have enterprise teams dedicated to it. That's pretty sneaky. I kind of like that. Most AI chatbots hallucinate expert advice unless they have strong repeated signals from structured data. Okay, cool. The outline collaboration, I'm going to do start chat. So basically, I'm just going to give it some feedback on the output. So I just told it I don't want notes on like visual edits or B-roll. I just want you to tell me what to say. Well, this is much better. Have you ever wondered how some people get recommended by ChatGPT and other AI tools, while most of us stay completely invisible? Very markety, which is, it's okay. Ready to finalize this? Let's hit finish conversation. Yes, we'll hit okay. Where are we at in this workflow? It's waiting for step to complete. Okay, let's get the metadata. Okay, based on our title, see, it's trying to suggest a bunch of things, a bunch of options, but it's very hard to read because it's like presented to me like in JSON. So let me just say, I can't read any of that. Ooh, okay. This is so much better. Okay. So this is giving me an actual description, and then more of a description and, bullet points on what you'll learn. Okay. And then timestamps. That's great. It's giving me timestamps of a video that doesn't even exist yet, but I see where it's going. Okay. It's proposing this is what we think you should put in your whole description when you go to upload. But of course, there's a lot of things in here that you got to have the video first before you like make timestamps. I'm going to say I only need the full description draft, nothing else. All right, this is a lot better. Okay, so we're gonna hit finish conversation and continue. All right, so now it's got here's your YouTube script. Host speaking. Have you ever wondered why some websites, businesses, and creators seem to pop up everywhere, especially inside AI chatbots like ChatGPT? It's not luck, it's not magic, and today, I'm pulling back the curtain. It's feels very AI, very robot, crafted, if you will. But it's all there. It's not awful. It's not the worst thing in the world. The last thing is I can input any final revision notes. What happens if I do that? Oh, okay, so I can't put that there. I need to put it here. Let's give feedback. I'm going to tell it, make it sound less like AI wrote it, please. Okay, that's fine. We'll go with that. We're really just trying to build out this whole thing, right? So I'm going to hit approve final script and metadata. I don't know why it would want like final revision notes because like what is it going to do? I don't know. Let's hit continue. And we have a big green check. Project ready for production. Your YouTube planning session is complete. You can now copy the final script and metadata from the previous steps to your teleprompter and your YouTube studio. Okay, this is really interesting. So from here, there definitely is quite a few items of feedback that I want to give Mindie to see if Mindie can make these changes and edits. So I'm giving it a lot of input, a lot of stuff in here. I'm not just telling it one thing at a time. I'm kind of giving it like my full feedback on what I want to have changed in the workflow itself. And I just realized that I could use the @ symbol to kind of pull any knowledge files that I already have. It's asking me to paste in a transcript of one of my videos. This is a shorter video. It's like maybe 5 minutes long, but it recommended that I do that, and it will make some edits based on, me, so that it is using my voice, my scripting voice. So it kind of seems like it just kind of rebuilt it from scratch, to be honest. I'm going to hit save workflow. One of the things that has always been a little bit frustrating with MindPal is when you use the AI before Mindie, you use the AI to create workflows, and then it ends up creating a bunch of agents that you're just kind of playing with it, and you're like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and very quickly it becomes very cumbersome because you have 100 agents that aren't really doing anything productive. They're just kind of sitting there, and then you don't know what workflows they're tied to, and you're afraid to delete them. And I didn't want that to happen. So, but it kind of seems like it didn't. I don't know that this actually created any new agents, because the only agent that's actually here is one that already existed. So this is my workflow. This is what it created. MindPal used to have like a AI input where you could say like, this is the workflow I want to build. And you would describe it once, and then it would give you this. It would be like, here it is, I built it. And if it didn't work right, or it didn't make sense, or it just didn't give you the output you wanted, then you had to come in here and edit each of these nodes, or add a node, or connect it to a different agent, or bring another agent in. And you had to be the one to kind of like figure all of this out. Now with Mindie, it creates it for you, but it creates it with you. And then even though it's already here in the builder, if I hit the little Mindie icon over here, she opens up, and we can make edits on the fly, even though it's already built. But let's do a run of this for real this time. I actually have a slide presentation from a presentation I recently made. So instead of typing this all out, I'm just going to say use the presentation document, because that pretty much has the gist of what I want to record this video about. I also like how it called this initial topic in brain dump. I like how I could take documents from, like, I did this presentation and I had these notes over here, and I could just kind of like dump it all in and let it sort itself out. So I can see that the chat is still delivering JSON chat to me, which is unfortunate, but because I'm in testing mode, I'm going to take a screenshot of this right here. I'm going to come over to this actual workflow. We're going to edit this workflow. I'm going to open up Mindie, and I'm going to say, in the first chat node, I'm just telling it, look, this doesn't make sense. I'm going to give it a screenshot and say, hey, like, look at this. Can you fix it? And I noticed there's a little button down here, ask to edit or auto edit. I like that. I like that if I have ask to edit and hit send, it's maybe gonna ask me like, here's my proposed change. Do you want me to do it? See, like this. And so it's telling me like, this is the way it was before. Here's the proposed change. If I hit apply, look at it, it updated on its own. Wow. Okay. Perfect. Fixed. Okay. So I would presume if I had this on auto edit, it wouldn't go through this like before and after. Do you want me to apply this or not? This is not going to be updated yet because I'm running. I don't think it's going to be updated yet. I mean, this is giving me much better output here, but I think it's because I just asked it to do that. Okay, this is perfect. So it's telling me we think the primary keyword is going to be this, content discovery, no, become an authority, no. Yeah, get featured in AI tools. Now, one thing I didn't include in my workflow is I have an agent that does keyword research, a separate agent. So we could add that in here. I would love to do that, but let's do one thing at a time. So, um, I'm gonna say like, yes, this is my keyword. We're gonna go with that. And for my title, we'll say not how to get found and featured in AI tools. And then we'll put like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity in parentheses and hit send. It's still giving me options. Okay, well, I told it what I wanted, so we'll see what happens. Okay, again, it's still giving me this, which is really frustrating. I just grabbed that screenshot and dropped it in. That was pretty slick. Okay, so this is also giving unreadable output. And let's see if it does any little magic. Can I do both? Okay. Oh, okay. Updated that one too. Okay. Again, it's not going to be changed for me, I don't think. What happens if I say retry? So it's interesting because it did if it changed if it updated the agent running this node, then I guess maybe it is updating on the fly. What this is proposing to me is like the script outline. Most people think getting featured in AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity is a mystery or luck, but in reality, it's a repeatable process built on publishing clear authority signals that AI models are trained to spot. This is, to me, that sounds a lot less robotic and more talking like a human. So I think it did improve there. So if I say, looks good, we're going to move forward with this, then I don't even know if I needed to say that, but we'll finish this conversation. Hit OK. Let's move on. Now, the thumbnail creative brief is supposed to give us some suggestions. The chocolate, what in the world? How to get picked by AI? This is a weird way to present this info to me, but it's asking, are you ready to start with your high clarity hook? Struggling to turn website visitors into loyal customers? That's not even related to the topic. Let's crack the code on lead generation. I don't love it. So I'm telling it, it doesn't feel right. It feels misaligned with the actual title. Okay. I guess we'll go with it. We'll go with it. We're just playing around, seeing how far we can get this workflow to actually work for us. All right. So we did a hook. I don't know what the signature scripting. I don't know what that means. That was just the hook, I guess. Well, let's go ahead and say, yeah, we approve the final script. But then all it does is say, cool, we're done. Workflow complete. All right, cool. Here's your Meredith style YouTube package. So, I mean, that was neat. I've been, I'm going to obviously edit this down. I've been recording for 52 minutes. So that's how long it took me to create this without having really played with Mindie much at all before. And this is a fairly complicated multi-step process. It's not complicated, but it is multi-step. It's like do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I say it's not complicated in that it's not like there's a bunch of loops and orchestrators and subflows or anything like that. I think where I would spend my time to refine this further would be in the agents using these nodes, or the agents that these nodes are using, rather, to have these conversations to get the outputs that I really want to be getting from them. That's where I would refine this further. If I wanted to add in the keyword research node, I would probably just go like, hey, let's go put in a new agent. And I would go and I'd find my keyword strategist agent, this one, and I'd have to go into my other workflows, my other agents, put the task in there, and then connect to this, how I wanted it to go. Or I wonder if perhaps I could say like, if I opened up Mindie and I said, I just added a keyword research agent, please put this in my workflow before finalizing the video title. Let's see what Mindy's going to do there. Okay, so she said, I'll add the keyword research agent to your workflow. Which keyword research agent should I use? See, I added it in there. I was kind of thinking you would use the one I added in there. Or just pick one. I don't know what it's going to do with the one I just added in, you know? Okay, let's hit add. And she's working. She's doing something. Okay, okay, this is funny. The keyword research node wasn't properly connected because there's ambiguity. A new agent orphaned node existed. Yeah, I created it. So it's asking, can I delete the node? I'm saying yes. I like how as it's going, you're seeing it kind of thinking. It's like, I see the connected structure is preventing the insertion. Let me fix it. You know, it's like you're seeing it kind of think out loud in a way. So now it's all fixed. Now we have a keyword research node in here. So what happens if we hit run? So this is better. How to get your content featured in ChatGPT. Yeah, okay. So let's go with number 1. I don't know. Perfect. Love that. Also love that it's giving it to me in real text and not JSON text. And now it's doing the keyword research. Search volume 0. Really? Really? AI, Perplexity AI SEO, keyword search volume is 0. Are you sure about that? So it tried to do some keyword research. Interesting. Didn't actually get any results from the research. So again, this is something that if I opened this up, I would be able to just come in here. I could open up Mindie and say, look, I have this keyword research agent. It's not actually returning anything. I could take a screenshot of the actual output and say, see how it says 0 for everything? There should be numbers there. And I could give it a screenshot of here's how I want it to look from one of my other tools. What is the problem? I could go into this agent and go, are you, it is supposed to be outputting an actual report with actual numbers. It's just not. So again, I could either do this on my own, edit this on my own, diagnose on my own, or open up Mindie and say, what's going on with this? Can you help me fix it? So that's pretty neat. That's how Mindie works. I think we're really onto something. Vibe coding tools like this has really taken over the internet. I feel like we can vibe code anything now. And I love that MindPal is on top of it. By integrating something like Mindie to make it easier for people to create their workflows and their tools. So I can't wait to see what else MindPal comes up with.